Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So the boys are sleeping and I wanted to take this time to talk to you guys about some of my parenting tactics that I use for disciplining. Anyways, okay. So I have been having so many questions from you guys asking about like what I do for John in terms of disciplining him, like if he does something bad. And I kind of do a few things. So I thought I would just make this vlog and kind of do like a sit down vlog for you guys. Okay, the first thing that I do, I'll start with the biggest things that he does that are wrong and then how I discipline. So the biggest things that he does that he does wrong basically is like not listening. So if I say clean up your toys, he'll say no and he'll walk away. Or if I say go upstairs and go in timeout, for instance, I do give timeouts, he'll be like nope and he'll not listen to me, or he will take a book and rip it into pieces, like little things that he does once in a while. And most of the time he's like a very good kid, I can't complain at all. Most of the time he does what I ask, but on those times you have to discipline. So those are his biggest things, is basically like not listening, like just saying no and trying to do his own thing. He goes on the potty almost all the time when I ask him. If I say go on the potty, he just goes, so that's not really an issue. And everything else is pretty good. He does hit his younger brother. I know 100% it's not, to be mean. He definitely hits him just because he thinks he's cute. So like I have this thing where I'm like, if I see a baby, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I want to like squeeze them. And I don't know what to do with myself. Like I just like can't control myself. And I'm like that with my kids too. I'm like, I just want to like inhale them or something. I don't know. So he does that because sometimes Aaron will do something really cute and he'll go kind of just like shake a little bit and then he'll just hit him because he doesn't know how to like, I guess, express his love in other ways. So it's still bad and I still don't want him hurting his brother because he makes Aaron cry. So between the hitting once in a while, and it's not often, but he does do it. So between the hitting and saying no, those are the biggest things that we have to deal with. So what I do, usually the biggest thing I've been doing is timeouts. Timeouts, I would give him, like if he hits his brother, I'd say go for a timeout, and I'd usually send him upstairs to his room because then he's like away from all distractions and stuff, and then he can sit up there and think about what he's done that's wrong. And then when he comes down, when I call him and he says sorry, that worked for a while, and he used to hate going for timeout, so it would work and he would go and just go in timeout, come back down, he would totally like not do it again. However, now that he's 2.5, I realize that it's not working anymore because it's basically the only thing we were using for a while on him, and I think he just kind of got over it, and now he goes in timeout and he just plays or does something else that's bad upstairs or whatever. So we kind of stopped doing timeouts. I don't give him timeouts as much. The biggest thing that we do now is take things away. So, and I have to say it's been working very well. And I would recommend for you parents who have tried timeouts and they're not working, and you obviously don't want to hit your kids. I don't like hitting. I don't ever hit, except once in a while. I'm going to be honest, I have hit him on the hand if he does something wrong, but it's never very hard, and he usually laughs afterwards, which is why I just kind of stopped hitting. I'm like, it's not even working, and he thinks it's funny. But I don't like to hit him anywhere else, and I would never do that, and that's just how I feel about it. Other parents might still find that spanking is okay, and that's totally, it's all up to you. It's your own life. But it's not something I like to do. So if you're one of those parents who don't hit, who don't find that timeouts don't work, and you're kind of like, what do I do? This is a good one, and it's been really working for us. So what I do is, if he ever does anything wrong, doesn't matter what it is, I will take away one of his favorite toys, and I will have him like know that I'm taking it away. And he will see me put it either on top of the fridge or somewhere like where he can't reach it. But I usually try to keep it in sight so he can like look on top of the fridge. Actually, one of the biggest things, see that little shelf in the corner up there? Whoop, right up there. That's where I put most of his toys. And it's high enough that he cannot reach it even with a chair, but low enough that he can see his toys up there. So what I think that this does is, if he does something wrong and then he really wants his toy back and he sees that they're constantly, it's reminding him, then it's also reminding him why it's gone. It's reminding him like, I did something wrong, that's why they took it away. I feel like if you take the toy and it's out of sight, then it's kind of out of mind, and he might actually forget why you took it away in the first place, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's what we do. We take toys away, and it's always his favorite toys, like his remote control cars, his toolbox, his tractors, whatever his favorite toys are. Those are the ones that we will take away and put away, and he usually will have it gone for 1 full day. Sometimes half a day, depending on how bad the thing that he did was. If he writes on the wall, which I never leave pens or pencils around lying around, but sometimes he finds them from the basement from my husband's workshop, and we'll bring them up and he'll write. And yeah, if he writes on the wall, that's a big one for me. I'm like, you're not writing on the wall. So that's, I'll take it away for the full day. If he did a little thing, like was like, just said no to me and I was like, go do it, and then he went and did something, then it would be like a half a day thing. So I hope this all makes sense. So basically, I'll take the toy. If he does something wrong, I will explain why. I'll be like, you don't say no to me, or you listen to me, whatever. And then I will tell him why he has to. I'm your mother, and you have to be a good boy because mommy and daddy work hard, and blah, blah. I'll just tell him whatever. Or you don't hit your brother because he's a little baby and hitting's not nice. I'll explain why he shouldn't do what he did. And then I'm going to say, I am now taking your toy away because you were bad. And if you want this toy back, you have to show me that you can be a good boy. And I'll go put it either on top of the fridge or on top of that shelf or whatever. And yeah, it honestly works really well. He sees it, and all day he keeps asking me about it. He goes, my good, my good, my toy, my toy. So basically he's saying, I've been good, can I have my toy back? And I still will be firm. I'll say, no, you're not going to get your toy back until the end of the day, or until you show me that you've been very good, or whatever. And then once I give it back to him, I make him apologize again, remind him, like you have to keep reminding him, because at 2.5, they don't really remember, excuse me, they don't really remember, like they'll forget why the toy got taken away in the first place if you take it away too long. So you have to keep reminding them why the toy was taken away, which is why, like I said, it's a good thing for them to see it but can't reach it. And then when you give it back, you remind him, you say, I'm giving this back to you. Do you remember why I took it away? And if he says yes, then you would say, okay, it's because this. And then you can give it back to him and make him apologize before you give it back. So that's what we do, and it actually works really, really well, because it's not a permanent thing. He will not do that thing that we told him to do, like hitting, for instance, for maybe a full day or a day and a half, or even 2 days. Sometimes he'll go being really good and remembering, and then he'll forget and he'll do it again or whatever. And then you just take the toy away again. Some days it gets to the point where literally that shelf is packed full of toys because he does so many bad things. But he is a pretty good kid overall, so it's usually pretty good. But I'm telling you, this works really well. If your kid doesn't care about his toys, and take something else away, like his favorite snack or dessert after dinner, or just something. Like John, a lot of times he gets, if he's good, he'll get a treat, whether it's his little sucker or something, and he kind of looks forward to that. And if he's bad, then I'll say, okay, you don't get to have your candy. Or his other favorite thing is watching his Paw Patrol before he goes to bed every night. And if he's really bad, I'll say, okay, you're not gonna get to watch your Paw Patrol. You lose your TV show today. And that's a huge one for him, because he looks forward to his half hour of Paw Patrol every night. And when I take that away, it really upsets him, like a lot. So those are some things that really work for us. So that's usually what I do. I usually end up taking something away. And then if he does something very good, I make sure I reward him for it. So he kind of, you're encouraging the good behavior and discouraging the bad, if that makes sense. So that's what we do for parenting. If you guys have any tips and tricks that work, that's something different than what I do, please comment below. Let me know. I would love to have more tips under my belt and more tricks under my belt, because I don't know if this toy thing is gonna last forever. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it found it helpful and kind of gave you insight onto what I do and how I discipline my kid. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.